What's up, everybody? Back with another Honkai Star Rail video. In this video, we are going to talk about Robin. Now, Robin is in a very funky state right now. If you're wondering why the screen's not centered, by the way, it's because OBS is a bit laggy. So, fortunately for me, if I have multiple stuff open, it's going to, not look the greatest. So, just bear with me. It looks a little jank, but we're going to go into another page in a second. But anyway, Robin is in a funky spot because she is another five-star Harmony character. We've been getting quite a bit of those recently. And, they started off strong with Bronya, so they really have to bring the extra oomph just because of how strong Harmony is. Now, for me personally, I'm summoning Robin regardless, right? Because Robin looks like my favorite female character in video game history, and that is Melia from Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm gonna shill it here. If you haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles, actually peak fiction. Like I'm not trying to gas it up too much, but I am. It's gas, right? If they dropped a Xenoblade Gacha, I promise you I will quit Star World that same day, and it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I would spend absolutely paychecks on this character. I love Melia, great character, but you can see with the look, they have the same, like, not the same hair color, but like, you know, tone in a sense. They both have the wings, even though Melia has on top of her head. When I saw that she had wings, I was like, oh god, she kind of reminds me of Melia. It's over. It's over. I have to summon. I'm probably not gonna go too crazy because I do think that Constance, I believe her name was, is my favorite character design as of right now, but Robin is pretty close, so she could be totally garbage and I'd still summon. And I'm gonna be honest, the odds of her being not as good are more likely, because let's look at Privileged Tier List real quick, because they're all the characters are right here. Um, we start off with Bronya, and Bronya was by far the best standard banner character. She's absolutely insane, right? Then we have Ruan Mei, and Ruan Mei is yeah, if you don't have Ruan Mei, I'm so sorry. That's the pretty much the basics of what I can say about Ruan Mei. Absolutely disgustingly strong character. And then we followed up with Sparkle, right? Now Sparkle I don't think is as strong as Ruan Mei, but she had some good stuff from Bronya, increasing crit damage and action advancing, along with giving you not only more skill points, but increasing the total limit of skill points, right? So far for Harmony characters were pretty stacked, and the 4 stars are no joke. Tingyun is extremely good. People argued she was better than Bronya on release. Um, Asta is extremely strong. A lot of people like using her for her speed. Hanya, well, not, a lot of people like to, knock Hanya down. Hanya is still extremely strong. She helps with skill point generation. She can boost attack and speed crazy. And then Yukong, while being the worst Harmony character, is still nothing to scoff at in the right hands. A bit hard to play, but she still gets the job done. So, when we look at Robin, she really has to be a cut above the rest, right? Because we have AoE speed and break efficiency and break effect stuff through on Mei, right? We have cleansing, action advance by 100% with Bronya and crit damage boost, and then Sparkle, action advance, crit damage, and skill points. There's not too much left, right? Besides making her like a Ting, like a better Tingyun, right? And I won't say what her kit is, but unfortunately, yeah. Anyway, it's just not looking too great for her. I'm gonna be honest with you. She just has too much competition, and as much as I love Robin, I think she was almost sabotaged in how they released her, because Sparkle is, as of recording this, the Aventurion's out right now. So Sparkle was 2 banners ago, right? Then, what if she was it? It was Ruan Mei, then Ratio. So Ruan Mei, Ratio, Black Swan, Sparkle. Yeah, so we have gotten, besides this patch, back-to-back patches with a 5-star Harmony support. It went Ruan Mei into Ratio, into Black Swan, into Sparkle. So it was Ruan Mei in the first part, then Sparkle, and then we have a break with Acheron Adventuring, and then bam, right into another 5-star Harmony. And while it's not a bad thing to have so many options, because if you miss Ruan Mei or Sparkle, Robin could be a good option. Like, okay, I need a support. Ruan Mei and Sparkle can be really run on any team, right? It's not like someone like, let's say, um, who's super specific, like Black Swan, I guess, right? Or actually, Topaz would be a better one. Topaz wants to be ran on follow-up attack teams. If you put her on like a dot team, you're probably not going to be doing too much stuff for the team, but something like that, right? Ruanmei, Sparkle are universal, Bronya's universal, Tingyan's universal. So if you are missing on the 5-star support, Robin could be a good option. So it's not bad that they're spamming it, but you really have to sit there and say, okay, is Robin going to be that much better? Because if you make them too much better, then you're going to get into an Acheron situation, right? Well, I don't think Acheron is of that level. She is the strongest DPS, but she doesn't gap the game too much. But I do think that Ruanmei, obviously, is very strong. And then if you have a character who surpasses Ruanmei by a good chunk enough to have people summon, then suddenly characters like Tinga and Bronya are not looking too good. And then you get yourself into a hole of releasing a character who is better than the previous best character, so people will summon. And when you do that, then it leaves characters who are not at the best spot but good enough or really good into the worser tiers. Stuff like that happens with the DPSs a lot, so it's not a huge issue with the DPSs. But someone like, I remember, okay, let's not talk about Yanqing, right? I remember Clara was like S plus, right? An event, like, unfortunately for her, how the game is being played is not too favorable for her for certain events, right? But to have a character knocked down to A, right, it sucks, right? Obviously, if you compare Clara versus Acheron, it's no brainer who's better. And if we release another character, like for example, since Sam was drip marketed, which by the way I'm making a video on that, I think Sam might be this character. If you make someone who's better than Acheron by a tier, right? So let's say Acheron, for the sake of this, is I don't know, Z tier is a tier, but let's keep it simple. S plus, right? Then you release a character who is Z tier, right, up here, right? Then the next DPS after that, actually we can use actual characters. Let's say Boot Hill. Let's say Boot Hill is best DPS in the game, Z tier, right? Then because you want to sell Sam, you make Sam better than Boot Hill, and Sam is now the top of Z plus, or not Z plus, Z or even Z plus. Then you have Sam like way up here, right? Z plus. Then it's like, okay, well, Acheron isn't like, Acheron would be worse than Boot Hill and Sam, but she's not bad enough to, not run her. However, you have, 4 tiers down, you have Blade here. It's like, okay, well, why would I ever summon for Blade when we have 3 options for like the best TPSs, and then there's like 5 other DPSs above him, right? Now, that is what I'm a bit worried about with Robin, because since that'd be really bad for the game, right? To just always have the next character be better, you have to release a character who's unfortunately going to be worse. And the thing about with Harmony is, since Harmony after Sustain is probably the most recommended to summon, a lot of people are going to have the best Harmony characters, especially with how many people were gassing up Sparkle, Ruanmei. A lot of people pick Bronya as well. So I think that bare minimum, she has to be better than Bronya. Bare minimum. Because you could get away with using Bronya from your 300, right? A lot of people are getting to it, or they just pull Bronya by using 50 or getting on standard, whatever it may be, or, the additional 5-star character. They have Bronya, they run Tingyan. If Robin isn't better than at least one of them, why would people summon? Right? A lot of people would just rock that, or they would rock their Ruanmei Tingyan, their Ruanmei Bronya, whatever it may be, right? If she's not, which I honestly don't think she will, I honestly think that she will probably be hopefully around Bronya level, just to have people who like her will summon for her. But I really think that she will be the first character to, I want to say, be bad, right? But definitely not as high value or high, I don't want to say value, because that sounds bad. I don't want to be like, oh, this unit is unrunnable, because people say Jing Yun was bad. Like, oh, Jing Yun is unrunnable, he's not meta, yada yada, all this stuff. And Jing Yun still cleared all the events. Robin will probably be a good enough support to where you run her on a team, your DPS, her, as long as she's not super niche, right? You'll get the job done. But when you compare her to other characters and something like a tier list, or okay, I only have a certain amount of Jades. You know, do I want to risk going for her? Do I want to get a better DPS? And you're looking at your team, it's like, okay, well, I already have Bronya and Ruron May, and I only have one DPS, and like, let's say, like, ratio, right? Like, you haven't summoned DPS yet. Then, you know, if Robin isn't like the next coming of, you know, Ruron May herself, you're probably not going to summon. You're going to summon for like Boot Hill or Sam or whoever it is. But regardless of that, that'll pretty much be it for the discussion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that you know, Robin will be better than everyone else just so she gets sales? Do you think they will hold back on Robin to not create a super power gap or the start of a power creep in the game? Do you think she'll at least be Bronya level? Let me know in the comments. And before you say anything, yeah, I know what her kid is. Anyway, there's a reason I made this video. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next one.